All right, let's get started. Welcome to the Agent Q&A. You got your host here. I'm John. You have Joanne.
Hi, guys.
So you had a follow-up question with some agents, right? You mentioned something about continuing education, renewing your license, out-of-state licenses.
Yeah. So I wanted to just like review that. I know we have a couple of agents within our agency that need to renew or need to renew their license.
Yeah,
And so I just want to kind of hear how you direct your agents on renewing their license on the site and how that works.
got it. Okay, so I'm going to go specifically from California. So first, every 2 years you have to renew your license. For non-resident, it's almost like every year you have to just pay. Ideally, it's all California. The state just want more money from you. They need you to renew. Two things you got to pay to renew. One, you have to pay a renewal fee, and then second, you have to have CE, which is called continuing education. For California, you need at least a 24-hour continuing education courses, 21 about life or annuities or anything about the life side, and then 3 hours for ethics and morals. Okay, so once you have those, you got to get that from a third-party source for the CE course. Then the third party has to tell the state Department of Insurance to make sure that they're updated on your CE materials. And then you pay the State Department the fee to renew. Okay, so it's very, very important. You got to pay and get it processed before your expiration date. Okay, so this happens a lot for if you're an agent that's renewing. You don't want to risk it. This is your livelihood, especially if you're a 2-year vet. You're doing this full time. We've seen it happen time and time again. They think they can do it the last day of.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, it takes a few days to process, and then they don't have a license. And so they get notified by the Department of Insurance to notify their carriers. And the carrier says, hey, you can't go write business because you're not renewed.
Yeah.
So you get a letter like 6 months out telling you, hey, this is your fee. This is what it is. Here's what you got to do.
They get a letter 6 months before their license is going to expire.
Yeah.
Got it.
I actually,
Okay, cool.
for Hawaii right now, I'm contemplating because funny enough, on my birthday is when my Hawaii will renew. And I'm thinking, do I need Hawaii? Because Hawaii is one of the most expensive non-resident licenses. It's like $300.
Yeah.
Like pay $300 to renew Hawaii? Or should I just use the $300 to go to Hawaii? Right? I was like, I don't got no agents out there. Shoot, I need to go recruit, make that worth it.
Yeah.
So, but for California, right? You renew your license. I like to direct my agents. This is the website. It's uiece.com. uiece.com. All you have to do is open up an account, register. It's an open book course. So you can find one. I use the one course. It's 24 hours total. It's called Dollars and Cents. Once you create a profile, you click on the PDF. All you have to do is wait 1 hour. You can have the PDF open, then you take the test. You take the test. It's 75 questions, multiple choice, copy, paste, copy, find off the PDF. You'll finish it within 30 minutes to 45 minutes. Boom. Once you have the certificate, you have your 24-hour accreditation.
Yeah. That you've just completed.
You just completed it.
Yeah.
Now you have a certificate. You can tell the Department of Insurance, but once you create your profile, it'll tell you, okay, what state are you in? Who do you want us to notify? So you get the course, and then you also pay for the fee. So typically for California, you go to circon.com. It'll give you two options: renew a license or apply for a license. You pay the fee. It's like $150, $188, something like that. But if you miss a day or 2 days and you got to renew, man, those late fees add up. They're like $300 to $400.
No way.
I remember Casey was contemplating about Dakota or South Dakota or North Dakota or one of those, Idaho or something.
Yeah.
One of those potato states. And then like the renewal is like $300 to $400. You just start thinking, it's like, is this worth it
or not? Yeah.
Or do I just not use the state?
Yeah.
So, but if you guys are going to do telesales, it's very important to maintain your state's licenses
Up to date.
If you're recruiting, you're growing out of state, you need those licenses to get overrides.
Yeah.
Some states you can get away with it with Americo, but Mutual won't even tell you.
Yeah. Aetna either.
Yeah. Foresters, if you hire someone on, you get an email from Forester saying, hey, you're not licensed. Same thing with Prosperity. Right. So your downline cannot get licensed if you're not licensed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but Mutual, it's funny enough, there's a story back then with Andrew Taylor and Paul McLean. They didn't know they weren't getting renewal overrides on agents because they were out of states.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mutual will just put it on your statement, keep putting it on your statement, telling you, hey, you're not getting paid on this, and then it'll disappear, and they never pay that back. So they lost out like $20,000 to $30,000 in like
Wow.
overrides and commissions, not even knowing.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
pay
I guess
attention to
that's why
your
it's important
states.
when you're going to be recruiting in other states to make sure you have your non-resident license in those states so you
Yep.
can get those overrides.
Right. So going back to the Sure LC, what's confusing with Sure LC? First off, Sure LC is an easy process to see how many states you have. But Sure LC, when you're applying for licenses, you know, they sponsor ads out there.
Yeah.
They throw out an ad out for their they throw an ad out for their CEs. You don't have
You
to
don't
tell
need
them.
them.
You don't have to renew anything there. It's actually an extra. I checked it out because like last month, 2 months ago, I paid over $1,000 in like 10 renewals of licenses. And I was checking, it's like, is it cheaper to go to NIPR, cheaper to go to CERCON?
Yeah. you were trying to figure
NIPR is
out.
actually cheaper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you renew your license, but NIPR tax on their fees is like $5 per fee on renewing a license. So even though you renewed at one time, there's a $5 fee,
For each
$5.99
one.
fee per.
Yeah. Wow.
If you did it through CERCON, theirs was like 15.
Okay.
If
so
you did it through
NIPR
Sure
is cheaper.
LCs, yeah,
Yeah.
because you're using their services.
But also I've
And then
heard
one.
doing it through NIPR is a lot easier for our
Yes.
agents as opposed to using any other platform. So I know we typically redirect everybody to just go on NIPR and get their additional licenses through there.
Right. NIPR or the State Department of Insurance. I like to go to State Department of Insurance per your resident state, and anything else do through NIPR.
Yeah.
It's easier. NIPR stands for National Insurance Producer Registry. So it's the main one. It's the government entity, basically. We have a question. Go ahead and raise and unmute.
Yes, top of the AM to everyone.
How you doing?
My question is, I'm on the Siricon app to complete my application, and there's a question 3 for me to complete everything. It says, life only agent specific question. Do you intend to limit your activity to the sale of funeral and burial expenses policies in accordance with section 1749?
No.
Say no? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what that means is that there are what's called funeral life agents.
Mhm.
They work directly with funeral homes.
Okay.
And so clients would go to the funeral home. You'd sell them a life policy on top of the burial. No, but with us, we're brokerage. You know, we can sell out of state, so you're not going to just keep it at that level.
Right.
Are you life licensed or health licensed?
I'm life licensed. I'm going to get health license probably in about a month. I just want to get some action going on here.
Okay. Yeah. You've already passed your test for the life.
Correct.
Okay. Perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah. Just proceed along with it. It should be no issue. One thing. Okay. So you just got licensed, right?
Yeah.
On Friday.
Oh, congrats.
Thank you. Awesome.
Okay. So 2 things. You completed your certificate for your our courses, your pre-licensing course?
I have to finish the cram. So I got to do the cram. And then when I complete the cram, it'll complete out.
Okay. You don't have to
you
do
don't
anything.
have to do the cram.
Yeah.
actually.
You just got to time it out.
Yeah.
I just got to time it out. Okay.
Did
Well,
you,
they gave me an extension to do the cram, but so
You already passed the test though, right?
Yes, I've already passed
you don't have to do the cram. You just have to do the hours. How many hours do you have?
I completed the hours.
Oh, yeah. You don't need to do the cram. You can
should be
just do the
good.
affidavit.
Yeah. Look,
Okay.
Yeah.
look to see. As long as you can get a certificate, you're fine.
Yeah, try to
Okay.
complete the affidavit on that page, and then it should let you.
Okay, that's what I would do.
Yeah. If anything, give them a call and tell them, hey, I already passed the test. I got 52 hours. Where's my certificate? You need that certificate.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2
Okay.
things you need. So remember, going back to 2 things, you need that certificate. When you're going on CERCON, you upload that certificate, and you also want to upload your passing test date, your
Okay.
passing test material. So that way they don't have to like look for it, find it, and whatnot.
How about like?
And the
Roger
fingerprint.
that.
Yeah.
Have you been fingerprinted?
No, and I was gonna ask, what is the fee for the fingerprints?
It's last I checked, quote me on this. I've been licensed for 14 years. It was like $58, $60. It should be around
Okay.
there.
Like that.
Okay,
What state are you in? And what city are you in?
I'm in California and I'm in Riverside.
Okay. Check. I know there's one in Paramount, but yeah, check the approved fingerprinting sites. Sometimes you can't just walk in. You have to book an appointment.
Right. Okay.
So I would get that out of the way before you apply for the Surcon, because
That's what
they
I was
might
gonna
hold you back.
say. I was gonna say you should try to getting like everything before you're applying on Circon, because they won't fully process your application. They'll just put it as like being reviewed, and then they'll flag you for all the missing documents that you have.
You get put on
And
the
then
back
it's
burner.
and then they still like take days
Yeah.
to verify that every time you upload a new document. So I would
Right.
just suggest probably getting like your fingerprints done, doing the affidavit, and
Yeah.
getting like the your test results
Yeah. So
Okay.
add those
before
things.
you do the
Yeah, if you have a receipt with the fingerprinting, I would even upload that, but it's not necessary because the fingerprinting goes directly
let
to the
them know.
Department
Yeah.
of Insurance.
Okay. All right.
Which is
Thank you
your-
very much.
Yeah, so just look up or Google up a live scan, and then it'll tell you what Department of Insurance and then which area is going to be available for you.
Copy
But
that.
yeah, the
Thank
faster you can take care of that. If you have everything uploaded to get your license, turnaround time's less than a week, unless
Okay.
you have background.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we've had some agents, man. They had DUI. Shoot, see them 6 months. So you better have
Okay.
a job. Wait for your license until then.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for the info.
Yeah, no problem.
Awesome.
Teresa, I see you have your hand up.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Morning.
This is just a quick review question. I'm actually happy Miguel Lee is on this. He's actually one of the newest hired agents for one of my downlines.
Hey.
So I thought he would be a great person to be here and answer all the questions. I said, you're in front of the masters for all your questions. My direct question to you, John, was you mentioned a good website, and I wanted to write it down so I can pass it to everyone and for myself.
Yeah.
You said the CE website. Can you just repeat it again, please?
Yeah, it's UIECE. Let me type it right. Sometimes
Sure.
I get this. Yeah, UIECE, Insurance Continuing Education, something. .com. But it should look like a green website, or like light green.
Perfect. I'll go ahead and pass that to everybody because I know that was one of my minor glitches for myself.
Yeah. So yeah, instead of you doing the whole 24 hours, like it's open book. You get your CE course. I use the same thing over and over every 2 years. Click dollars and cents, copy, control find, finish it in 30 minutes. Sometimes I get lazy at like 70. There's 75 questions, right? And I know I for sure got like 60 because I control find all of them. The next 15, I start guessing. It's like I can miss a few.
Yeah, you're gonna get that 70%.
I don't need 95, 100% to pass. You know, I'm done. Let me get my CE. I'm done. Also,
Awesome. I don't like to reinvent the wheel. I love to use what's already here. So
Yeah.
I appreciate the support, and I'll reach out if I have any questions.
yeah, and then also if you guys are studious, you want to learn more. You know, if you guys are going to get into a theme and get an annuity, these are CE courses too, because you need an 8-hour course and a 4-hour course to get annuity certified. It's in there too, so that's 12 extra hours if you need it.
I'll actually do that. So that's a separate course in addition to the mandatory 24.
Yeah, it's like 24 or 25 bucks. The thing is, you need a total of 24 though. Okay. You need 3 hours ethics, morals and ethics, and then 21.
Correct.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I like to do dollars and cents because it covers all of it for one price.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Thank you so much.
Cool. Go ahead and keep on asking questions. Fire away. Floor is open. I see Gladys is on.
No, I'm just here to just take notes.
No.
Yeah. Making the most of my time.
That's good. How's everything with you? How's your licensing going?
I've started to train for Medicare, but I'm still waiting to clear everything up. I'm one of those background agents.
Yeah.
So I'm just being
Wow.
patient. Yeah.
Yeah.
So be proactive about it. So once you've sent in your court documents and whatnot, just continue to follow up, find the right person.
Mhm.
Sometimes you end up having to find the case manager.
Yeah.
Just build a relationship with the case manager and say, hey, I'm just following up. I'm trying to make money. What's going on?
Okay.
You call the next day. I'm trying to make money. What's going on?
Okay.
So they'll understand that from your perspective, right?
Mhm.
So you're not being brash, but you're about your money. Just tell them about that.
Okay.
Just get you paid.
All right.
Yeah, in the meantime, are you doing a HIP certification?
Oh, I already did that a month ago. So
Okay.
I've been certified and getting contracted with some of the Medicare carriers. So
Okay. Are you doing it through FFL or outside?
outside.
Okay. We do have an FFL Medicare side.
Department or side.
So his
Yeah.
name is Eric Hamadi. Funny enough, he texted me this morning saying, "Hey John, it's Eric Hamadi. I just sent you an email for FFL Medicare contracting." So
Yep.
he's like the one that's going to be on top of it. We do have our FFL Elite Medicare with Deshaun. If you guys need anything, let us know.
Okay.
He's using the same company, same marketing company that's under Integrity. Most of them are under Integrity.
Okay. Cool.
But
Yeah, I
yeah,
heard about their this period of selling. I guess it's from October to December. So I was like,
enrollment
well,
period?
I don't want to like go and do it like independent when I don't really know about it. So I'm working with a friend to just get like to be in action and do it.
Okay. How much do you know about Medicare?
Huh?
How much do you know about Medicare?
Just the AIP and the products that certain carriers are selling. That's all. So
Okay.
I'm gonna like be kind of on the court learning it
Okay.
for this season, and then in January go independent with them too. So
Okay, let's go.
while
So there's
my
two sides to
contracts
Medicare.
for Elite are coming in, and I'm working on.
Okay. Yeah, there's two sides to Medicare. There's the Med Advantage and then Med Sup, which is Medicare supplements. Okay, so on normal enrollment periods for anyone 65 and up, that's ongoing. Anybody turning 65, you can enroll them. But then there's a specific enrollment period between like mid-October to like end of December, something like that. Then the next year, from January to March, that's the current Medicare Advantage holders. They can re-enroll and switch it out per year. So it's a crazy game. But the best part about the Medicare, it's the renewal side. Once you have them, think of it like car insurance. As soon as they renew, it's the same pay or almost the same pay. So as long as you have the clientele, you can keep them in your books. You get a big reward as renewals.
Yeah.
The only issue to that too, though, is that's good and bad. It's the same pay for every new enrollment.
Yeah.
Compared to life sales, you can have a client doing, $100 a month, $200 a month, $300 a month. If I enrolled you, it doesn't matter what you have.
Yeah.
I'm going to get paid regardless the same way. The only issue to that too is that you get paid at the end of the enrollment period. So Deshaun said this the best too. He said it's the last app that survives. So it's kind of cutthroat. You can sign me up. She can sign me up. 3 people can sign me up. It's whoever the last application that's submitted for my enrollment. They're the only one getting paid at the end of the enrollment. So the client can continuously change on you.
They can continue to. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
when I say the
crazy.
client's saying loyal,
so that
Medicare
would be
client's
very
saying loyal.
important for you guys to maybe just like put some more emphasis on your relationship with your client, because that way it'll make your close a little bit stronger, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's a lot more, not even just product knowledge, but now you have to know network knowledge. You have to know like what's applicable in the state per county. If a client changes from LA County to OC County, you can re-enroll them to a different Medicare.
Okay.
So you can lose a client that way if you don't keep connections.
Literally.
So it's a little tough, but if you really want to get into it, it's very lucrative. One of our guys, his name is Brad Allen. He was one of the top producers. He did $1 million in production of life and Medicare subs, right? And annuities. The way he did it, he targeted and he found a lead system for Medicare supplements. Okay, Medicare supplements clients are paying. Medicare Advantage clients don't have to pay. So it's free on top of, it's not free, but it's already paid for by the Medicare Part B. But how he targeted it, he found these affluent clients. They're willing to pay for a better Medicare services. Then he did final expense on them. Then he did annuity on them. Okay. In fact, actually, he went from like Washington.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, he moved from Washington to Arizona.
Just
retirement. Yeah. Well, then he had a bigger land. He got like a 16-acre house. But yeah. So he did half and half, and he was $1 million producer like 2 years ago. So a lot of money into it, but you have to know what you're doing. You have to be able to answer. It's not a one-time sale, because the client will then, ask you about their providers. They need help changing providers, all these things. So there's extra customer service into it. But this is why Integrity bought a lot of Medicare companies, because it's such a high volume of consistent renewals.
Yeah.
So it's a good area. Just understand, Medicare will pay you at the end of enrollment. life insurance will pay you in 2 days.
Mhm.
So it's a
So
mix
I'm
and
trying to
match.
put all in my basket.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Just make sure you don't get over stimulated
Yeah.
where you don't
Well,
move.
it's right now while I'm waiting for like my other contracts to.
There you go.
It's perfect timing because I'm
Yeah, it
working with
keeps
a
you
friend
busy.
who's, huh?
I said it keeps you busy.
Yeah, it's keeping me
Yeah.
busy in the meantime. So when everything falls in, then yeah, my focus will be majority life and health, and then I'll have like Medicare on the side if I want to do it. So
Right, right. And they're free leads. You start saving clients money. Let's say they were paying on supplements and you put them on Medicare Advantage and now they have no deductible. Then you come back and ask them, so we just save you money. What do you think about your life insurance? Let's circumvent that premium you were paying. Let's get you some life insurance.
yeah,
So
I'll know all this in like 5 years.
yeah.
Or
Keep
10.
asking
I
questions,
don't know how
man.
long.
Yep.
Thank you guys.
No worries. We have time. So anybody else have any questions?
We can't hear you, Jasmine. There it is.
Am I unmuted now?
Yeah, you're loud.
Oh,
There you go.
okay. So what's going on, guys? Is Q&A?
Yeah.
Okay.
Echo, I believe.
Yeah, I do hear it. So right now I'm in dialing. So I have a question about my, I guess, objections for phone dialing for
Perfect.
problem with that.
Yeah. Fire away. What's the question?
So I can't get past this first paragraph. I can't get past the first paragraph. So I just want to.
Are you
Yeah.
up on?
Yes, very much so.
Okay. So 2 things. Are you talking too quick or too slow?
That's what I was critiqued. I was critiqued that I was talking too quick, getting into the address verification and date of birth too quickly. So it's kind of like scaring people off, and I was giving the click.
Yeah. And secondly, are you coming off telemarketing where it's not the way you talk, or are you talking the same way you talk?
I really try to come off genuine.
You try, or you're doing it?
Yeah, well, I'm just doing it. I'm just reading it. I'm saying it how I normally would talk. I don't want to sound too pitchy or anything like that.
Okay,
So
okay.
I'm trying to be clear and straight to the
Okay.
point.
Are you okay with being on the spot and we do a role play?
No, I'm here to learn.
All right. Okay, so let's hear it and see what we can help you improve on.
Okay. So, ring.
Hello, this is John.
Hey, John, this is Jasmine. I'm getting back to you about the life insurance request you sent in a few weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
It looks like you put your address as 123 Success Road and your date of birth as 1/2/1956. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, perfect. So again, my name is Jasmine. I was just letting you know that we did get your request, and I'm actually a field underwriter assigned to you. So we're gonna go through quick eligibility questions. Is that okay?
Uh-huh. And to cut you off, are you trying to book me, or are you trying to sell me on the spot?
Well, I've been trying to book appointments. I haven't done those one call sales yet.
Okay. Because you started saying eligibility questions. Like, are you going to sell me now?
Well, it says here on my live script to go through quick eligibility. That's what it says in my second paragraph.
That sounds like you're
One call close script.
Yeah, like you're gonna start to screen him to make sure that he can actually qualify for some products.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
okay.
So let's say you're booking me, right?
Uh-huh.
If you're booking me and you're only booking me, you only want to stick to booking me. You don't need to ask like the medical questions and all that.
Okay.
Right? Are you calling for you, or are you calling for Anthony and booking for Anthony?
For herself.
I'm calling for myself.
Okay. So then you got to explain. So remember, when you're doing the phones, what's Carlos? The why, and who?
Yeah,
Who, what,
those
why?
are really important.
Right? So you've explained who you are, what you're going to do, and why you're going to do it. But then you're getting confused then.
Yeah.
You're trying to sell me on the phone versus book me on the phone.
Okay, I see that. I see where you're going with that.
Yeah. So skip
Okay,
that
but
part if you want to see me in person, right?
right.
You want to skip that part. Hey, I've already confirmed that's you. I'm the field underwriter assigned to you. I'm going to be out in your neighborhood for the next few days on Tuesday or Wednesday, which works better for you.
Okay, got you. So my experience, I haven't even got to this second paragraph with anyone. I'm just stuck at the first one. So when I just said it to you, I'm like, oh, I haven't been reading this one often because I'm still stuck at the date of birth and address part. So it's good to hear myself say it though now.
Okay. So let's retrack and go back to that part. So if you're not getting the people, it's okay, then it's not you.
Okay.
You can't even finish. What rebuttal can we teach you when the client's hanging up on you?
Right.
Like, I think the first thing is what John said, like being able to identify like who you are, what you're going to do, and making that very clear to them, as opposed to like jumping into any other eligibility questions. So if you just like make those 3 points really clear, I think that will definitely help you not get hung up on.
Yeah.
Right.
I would.
Yeah.
My biggest advice when it comes down to phone is you have to have a method of eliminating yourself from being a telemarketer within 10 seconds. And to prevent that, I know you want to try to say everything as fast as you can or as quick as you can before they interrupt,
Mhm.
but you actually want to create a conversation first before you even get to your point.
Okay.
So if I'm the one calling you, right? Let's say I'm not even going to say the script yet, but I just want to keep you on the phone. That's your
Okay.
first attempt. I just want to keep you on the phone. Ring.
Right.
Hey, Jasmine.
Hey, hello.
How you doing, Jasmine? This is John. I'm getting back to you about the life insurance you're requesting. So I want to have you respond. I say something and then get you to respond again. Did you request the life insurance for you or for someone else?
For me.
Okay, I got your information here. Let me confirm your birthday. So-and-so. Is that right?
Yes.
And let me confirm your address. Is that right? So I'm purposely breaking this down real quick so I can keep you engaged.
Right.
If I said it all completely without your connection, hey, this is John getting back to you about the life insurance you requested. I want to confirm your birthday here and your address here. Is that correct? I'm not giving you time to have a conversation with me.
Right.
In the client's perspective, they're thinking, who the hell is this? I'm about to hang up. 3, 2, 1, click. They didn't listen to you anymore.
Yeah.
It was not a participation type of conversation.
Right.
You're getting cut off at the first paragraph. Cut that paragraph and some paraphrase it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like change it up. Don't be afraid to change up the script to something that seems more personable to you and your personality, I want to say.
Right.
Not everybody's script is going to be identical, or the script that is on there, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to work word for word. You have to kind of like play with it and see what's going to work for that client when you're talking to them on the phone.
Yeah.
Because they're not all going to respond to you with the same way, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And then as long as you introduce yourself, I think it's more important that you identify what you're calling about.
Mhm.
Like a lot of people, brand new agents always tell the clients like, let me say my full name. Hey, this is John Back. Nobody cares about your name. So one of the guys, he goes and says, hey, Jasmine, it's John from the Benefit Center. I'm calling you back about this. He briefly talks about him and then he expands on why he's calling. I'm calling you back about the life insurance you requested online.
Right.
I don't like to say on Facebook, social media, internet. I just say online.
Right.
So make it vague, then they'll remember. But I purposely emphasize saying life insurance so they know what I'm talking about.
Right. Right.
Even better too, if you're buying the leads for the instant internet life leads with the beneficiary. Yeah, you bring that up right away. Hey, I'm calling you about the life insurance you requested online. You listed your beneficiary. You see where I'm creating the tonations. I'm creating the emphasis on little things. So that's what I would recommend you're working on. So go up on specific stuff. Go down, keep it low on basic stuff.
Right. Right. Got you.
Let's try.
Okay.
Let's see you do it again.
Okay. Now I'm nervous. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't worry about it.
Just
Okay.
remember, you're trying to set up the appointment, right?
Correct.
So
Your
you
intention.
don't even you wouldn't even have to really go off directly from your script. You could like look at it for reference.
Yeah. Remember your intentions. Who, what, why, and where, and then boom.
Okay. Okay. So ring ring.
Hi, this is John.
Hi, John. This is Jasmine. I'm a field underwriter getting back to you regarding the life insurance request you sent a few weeks back. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I have your address listed. Can you go ahead and confirm for me? It's 123 Success Avenue.
Yeah.
All right. And you put your date of birth as 1/6/1956.
Uh-huh.
Good, perfect. So again, my name is Jasmine, and I'm letting you know that we got your request that you sent in, and as a
Stop
field,
me there. You did good. If you got
That
to me
was
at
it.
that part, you've
Yeah.
already engaged me, right?
Yeah, but you adding
golden.
the rest of that stuff.
You're
is-
golden from there.
Yeah,
okay.
too much.
Remember, within 10 seconds, if I didn't hang up, you're golden.
Yeah.
I'm good. Okay.
I think like at that point, I think you should have pivoted to like something like, I'm gonna be out in your area on these days, blah blah blah,
Little
around this
execution.
time.
Oh.
This time works for you. I think
Yeah.
I think you were good to like close them out
Yeah.
at that point.
Okay, so I can just cross out this whole little second piece then, huh?
Yeah, because you already said in your first intro, you said like who you are. You told them you were going to work on the life insurance request. You verified their information that it was all accurate.
Yeah.
Right.
One thing I would add too, when you're asking questions, do not get the client to say no. It's always got to be a yes and yes question. It's called an alternate close question. So this is closing psychology. If I book an appointment with you, I don't ask you, can I see you at 1? I'm going to ask you, I can see you at 1 or 3, which is better for you.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
when your initial question, I don't like it, I would switch it out. When you said, I'm calling you about the life insurance you requested, do you remember that? You're going to give me a yes or no
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
answer. That's why for me, when I like to ask a question, I'm calling you about the life insurance you requested. Were you looking for life insurance for you or for someone else? It's a yes and yes.
Okay. Got you.
Right?
I would also say like your tone is a little bit like nice, you know, like you're a nice gal. When I hear someone talking really high voice, like just being like, hey, how are you? Like just that tone, I automatically feel like, okay, I can easily get off the phone with this girl or whoever it may be. It could be a guy too. So I would instead of softening your voice, maybe be a little bit more stern, because again, you're talking to somebody just out of the blue, right? You have to get that authority and get that respect off rip, right? So
Yeah.
just working on your tonality and making sure that, you know, there's a little bit of like more professional and stern tone, I think will go a really long way for you to instantly, you know, get respect. And then once you get respect and they're cooperative after like line 1 or 2, then you're home.
Yeah. Think of it this way. Do you have any kids, Jasmine?
I do.
Okay. You talk to your clients like you're talking to your kid. You're
Literally.
talking to them nicely. You're not yelling at them, but you're commanding them. This is why we do things. This is what we're going to do. Okay, you're going to go over there. And if you don't do it, then it has that tone that if you don't do it, there's something that's going to happen. Right? So
Okay.
you're commanding, you're not permissive. You're not asking for permission. You're giving them an option. That's it.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to work on that. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And then once you have that authority, this is where the ums and the little things go away. Because when you say a little bit of I heard a little bit about there's hesitancy in your voice when you're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're commanding, you have authority, you have proper tone. The clients are going to understand, I need to listen. Instead of saying, who are you? You need to listen to me.
Right. I totally understand that.
It's really good on like when I drop off my kid and I pick her up, like the teachers, they're so nice. They're so like patient with them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, they're not letting the kids will run all over you if you don't give them authority, right?
Right.
Clients. This is where a lot of agents are letting the clients go. The clients are going to tell you, can you call me back? I'm tied up. No, I tell them no. I tell my clients no. I said, no, I got time right now. I only need 5 minutes. I'm not saying yes. I'm not saying no. I'm telling you what I'm going to do. I only need 5 minutes.
Right.
It's a yes and yes. It's like, you're going to listen to me.
Right. Right.
So don't feel like you're imposing on them. Don't feel so rude. But we kind of are. We have to be a little bit more persuasive, right? We have to be a little bit somewhat aggressive but at the same time, we're trying to make something happen for them.
Yeah. And also like, I don't know. I just think like when you have somebody on the phone, you might as well just try your best to keep them on the phone, because if they answer that one time, most likely they're not going to answer the next time. And when they tell you they're going to call you back in 5 or they're busy, most of the time they're just not really, you're not going to get them back on the phone. So you might as well just try to keep them on while they're on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Funny, I got to call this client back. I've already sold him. He keeps calling me, man. I'm like, I've already sold you. But he just likes having conversations.
Aww.
So it's one of those clients. He's asking me, I know your birthday's in October, huh? You want to hang out? No, man. So remember, you're a professional salesperson, not a professional visitor. The same thing. You're a professional booker, not an appointment pleaser. Right?
Right.
Okay, so we have about a minute left. Do we have any other questions? Yeah, Gladys, go ahead.
I'm like, no, I don't know how long we have. My first question was, okay, the 3 that I can like hit the ground running with will be Prosperity, America, and is it AIG?
Yes.
Okay. And then my second question was, I've never done in-person like appointments. So coming from where Jazz is at, when she was on the phone, say you're booking, can you book? Is that where you go from booking the in-person meeting?
Yes, that's what she's doing. She's booking her appointments so she can meet them in person.
Okay. So it's either you close them on the phone or you go in person and meet them.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can transition in. You can have multiple ways about it. One of the guys, his name is Brandon. He had a line. He said, "Okay, so I'm the field underwriter assigned to take care of you. I could do it 3 ways. I can either meet you in person, takes about 5 to 10 minutes. I can set you up with a Zoom, or if you have time right now, I could do a phone appointment. Which do you like better?"
Okay.
He's purposely leaning towards a phone appointment. He's giving the last and best scenario, and he's emphasizing it. All right. So he makes it hard, and it's hard sounding. I can come out, drive out to you, meet you in person. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes. I can do a Zoom, or if you have time right now, I can do a phone appointment. Which works better? What are you thinking from the client side? Yeah, I got time right now. Right? It's
hey,
subliminal.
John, may I interject real quick? You know, Brandon's script, I wrote it down verbatim. If someone wants to have it, I can email it.
Oh, yeah. Share it to Jasmine.
The one where you said they have 3 options, you know, he says due to the COVID variant, I've been servicing customers 3 ways, either in person or the phone, or we can do it by Zoom. And then he says, if we do it over the phone, keep in mind that, you know, there's going to be 3 sensitive pieces of information that I need. You know, driver's license, social security, and bank account. And again, if you're fine with that, we can proceed over the phone. So I can email that over to you guys.
You're a killer.
I'm trying, bro.
All right. So we're going to wrap it up. For anybody that has any future questions, you guys just feel free to comment on the Instagram, the Elite FFL, or the Facebook, the Elite Sales Podcast. It's going to be on YouTube. But Sam will put out a little reminder on Instagram saying it's going to be out live. Okay. So we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for joining us. Have a good one.